Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday morning. We are going to just talk really quick about my story, why I got started on Plexus, and how it's basically changed my entire life. So, I wanted to do this so you guys had a way of sharing my story because I know a lot of people will relate with digestive issues. So, I'm Brianna and I have been on the Plexus supplements now. March will be 4 years. And so I started solely because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I know that always sounds so cliche, but that is exactly how I felt. I was absolutely miserable. I was going to the bathroom 5, 10 times a day, and nothing was helping. I tried strict diets, elimination diets. I drank all my water. I took probiotics that were refrigerated that we had to drive 20 miles to go get. Just all of these things I tried, and I wasn't getting any answers. So I went to a gastroenterologist, had a colonoscopy, probably at the age of like 26. And I got no answers. Everything looked fine in my colonoscopy. He gave me a prescription and said, this should help. You basically have dumping syndrome. And so I tried that. I got zero results. And so I went to another gastroenterologist because I was not happy with the way this one basically treated me. And I think he kind of, I don't know, I felt like he made me feel dumb. And so I tried a new doctor along with my internal doc. She's the one who set me up with this new gastroenterologist, and I loved him. He did a colonoscopy and an endoscope trying to find answers. I did have a small hiatal hernia, but that was all that they could find. Basically, I had IBS and a hiatal hernia. So he put me on anxiety medicine, acid reflux medicine, and a prescription for my stomach to try and settle my stomach. Again, those three things really did not help. I would feel better for 2 or 3 days and then I'd be sick again. And what kept happening is I would get sinus infections and I would get colds. Like every time the weather would change or the season would change, I would get sick. And so I was constantly on an antibiotic. And so that was messing up my gut. And then I would have terrible anxiety, and then that made my stomach worse, and then my stomach would get worse, and I would have terrible anxiety about leaving my house. And it was just like all of these things were just like piling up on me. And so I was a new mom of two. When I started Plexus, Abe was 1 and Kennedy was like 4. And so Darren was on night shift at the time. And so I was teaching all day and then coming home and having to do like all the bedtime stuff on my own. And I was just exhausted. Not only did I not feel good, my stomach constantly hurt. I always had a headache. I always was moody and tired. And I got to the point that I was staying so swollen and just like inflamed that I couldn't wear my wedding ring. Shoes were uncomfortable by the end of the day. And so it really just affected me like overall. Like I just felt like I wasn't being good enough for anybody because I didn't feel well. So when my friend started Plexus, I watched her start the supplements for several months. I think she started in like November or December, and I didn't start until March. But I watched her use these all those months, and she would tell me like, I didn't drink 5 cups of coffee this morning, and I was on time for work, and I went to the gym today, and like my joints aren't swollen because she had RA is why she started Plexus. And so all these things I was watching her, and she kept saying, I really think that these supplements are going to like help you. Like, I think that you could benefit from these. And so I was like, what do I have to lose? Honestly, what do I have to lose? Nothing. So at like midnight one night, I was laying in bed and I clicked join and I started Plexus. I put it on my credit card because I did not have the money to start. We all have been in that situation, but I knew that I just felt called to do this. And I know that God lays stuff on our heart, and I can relate to that. I guess that's what happened with me. So I put it on my credit card because we did not have the money. And when it came, my husband was like, oh, Lord, honey, what are you doing? Like, you have been through all of these like network marketing companies, you've done direct sales. Like, what are you doing now? And I was like, I am not selling this. Shanna said it'll help me feel better. Like, that's what I'm going for. But I knew that I couldn't afford it anymore. Like, I knew that there was just no way that this was fitting into our budget. We were already living paycheck to paycheck, and usually there was more month than there was money. So I knew that this was not going to happen, and that I was not going to max out my credit card buying these every single month. So what happened was, people started to see a change in me. Within 2 or 3 weeks, I noticed I had more energy. I felt better. I had like all of these like positive things happening. And I just was totally impressed. I was totally shocked that I felt this good. And so what I did was I told a few friends. And then when people would ask me, I would tell them what I was doing, just like I share the girl who does my nails and the girl who does my hair and all those things. I just genuinely, openly shared. And because I had seen the testimonies, I had become part of this group, and I was hearing them talk about Plexus and what it had done for them. And I thought, oh my gosh, like, I have so many friends on Facebook who complain that they're tired and they're always sick and they have a headache and all of these things. And when I started researching, because like I like get interested, I'm a teacher, so I just want to learn. So I started learning about the gut health stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is all connected. Like, my anxiety is connected to the gut health, my IBS, my gut, like everything was being connected back to my gut health. And so I think around month 3 on the products, I was just like, ah, like the sun came out and like I felt amazing. And I remember waking up and not having to hit the snooze button. I actually felt refreshed when I woke up. I started having more energy. My 5th graders were like, you're smiling more, like you're happy today. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, yes, I am. But like, how bad was my life before, right? Like, how bad was it that they noticed these things? So just completely, my health has changed in the 4 years I've been on Plexus. I have not taken an antibiotic. I have not been sick. I have done really well with keeping my family healthy. They take the products. And so I don't have those digestive issues anymore. I sleep well. I, am always like having sustained energy so I can do the things in the evenings after working all day, and I can go work out and still come home and give baths and do the laundry or whatever I need to do in the evenings and be mom and feel that I'm actually giving, good time to my family, not me just laying on the couch, moping around, feeling like crap all the time, not wanting to go anywhere because I'm afraid to, because I needed to always know where that closest bathroom was. So it does take time. Consistency is key with this, because gut health is not a quick fix. This is not a fad diet. This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle change. This is just supplements that you're adding into your life to improve them. And that's what I say. Like, it truly can improve your everyday life if you give it the chance to. It really does, sorry, take time to heal and repair your gut. So taking these supplements every single day, being consistent with them, drinking your water is so crucial. But once you get over, I call it the rainbow, I'm telling you, like, amazing things begin to happen when you get your gut balance. So Plexus is all natural plant-based supplements. The goal here is to balance your blood sugar, remove toxins, and to reduce inflammation inside the body. And our inflammation removes it on a cellular level. So it's actually repairing those cells, building up new ones. And so you're going to see sustained energy. You're going to see better sleep. You're going to see, less sugar cravings and better immunity. And all of these things start to happen, and you just feel so much better. I think naturally I have lost, I don't know, about 20 pounds. And a lot of it, when you look, my clothes just fit better. I didn't really change a I mean, I went down a size, but like my old clothes still fit, and it's just they fit better because I'm not so swollen and I'm not retaining all that water. And so that was a big change for me. My face used to be like super puffy, and I don't have that puffy face anymore. So these are what like changes you can see with Plexus. It just takes consistency. Like I said, you're not going to be able to drink the pink drink and take a supplement for 2 weeks and probably feel something amazing. Some people do see instant results just because they probably felt so bad like I did. So like some of the things I did notice super quick, but like digestive issues and things like that and getting to the root issue does take time. You know, you're not going to stop something just because you're not seeing results so quick, right? We know that the saying says Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, all of the processed foods, all of the toxins that you've put in your body were not put in there in 2 weeks. Okay, so some of us are 30 and beyond, and so we've had 30 years of toxins, 30 years of antibiotics, and all of the processed foods and things, and like environmental toxins, like not just from foods, that have caused havoc inside of our body. So it does take time. And this health is an investment. But the way I see this is that I am improving my health for a long-term goal. And my long-term goal is I want to be healthy and happy. I want to be around for my grandkids, and I want to have that sustained energy and better mood so I can do things in the long term. Like that is my goal in general, is just to live a long, healthy life. And if this is a preventative measure that I can take to do that, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. So that's part of my health story with Plexus. Because I shared so openly, I did have friends who wanted to do this with me. I had friends who hopped on and wanted to share because their testimonies were so amazing, and they loved seeing all the other girls' testimonies. And that's the best part about this, is that this is not a one size fits all. The Plexus supplements, because it's gut health, can benefit anybody with a gut. There are girls on our team who take the supplements who are pregnant and breastfeeding, and they have very healthy pregnancies. They have very healthy babies, and their milk supply is very like there in balance. It's not too much, not too little. And this all, when your hormones are balanced, that comes from insulin levels. So all of these things control balanced blood sugars, can help control so much within the body. So I started sharing, my friends started sharing these testimonies, and I have built this amazing team of men and women who want to help others feel better, who want people to see results on supplements that can improve their life. And because of that, I have an amazing extra income that comes in every single month that is paying for our groceries, the gas, it pays our car payments, the house payment, pays for my daughter's gymnastics, her competitive gymnastics, whatever it may be. And your number may be, I just want to pay for my products. Like that is so simple that we can show you how to do that. And you're not starting a business. Starting a business to me is something that I do every single day by really showing people this opportunity and growing with it. Sharing with a few friends is not starting a business. That's just getting accountability partners and having somebody to do this with, because you are like 85% more like you're more apt to have success if you have accountability partners do this with you. So getting your mom, your sister, your aunts, like your best friends, whoever, your husband, to do this with you is an amazing thing, because you guys can do it together, hold each other accountable, and it's way much more fun to do this with a friend than to go through something in secret and in quiet. Because if you go through this in secret and in quiet, when it gets tough, you're just going to quit because you don't care. Nobody else knows what you're doing, so it's not going to matter, right? But if you're doing this with us, in our accountability group, and our support system is amazing, and you have friends doing this with you, and they're holding you accountable, and we're holding you accountable, you're going to see results, and you're going to stick with it, because we're there to support you and hold your hand and make sure that you are doing the right things, that you're taking the right supplements and on the right, regimen and all the things. So that's my story with Plexus. It has changed my life completely. Health, financial, friendships, community, all of the things have been just improved because of this opportunity. And that night that I clicked, yes, I'm forever grateful that I had friends that shared with me and led me to this path. So thank you guys for listening. And if you have any questions, seriously, just message me. I'd be happy to answer your questions. And so I hope that you have a great weekend.